The craziest thing ever has just happened to me. I got lost, right, about 2 miles deep. I couldn't find an Uber. 2 minutes later, this lovely lady and her daughter pull up and pick me up. I'm in the back of these fans' car, right? They're driving me to the stockyards. I'm on FaceTime with a sister who's also a fan. They bought me water. They're so nice. But she wouldn't accept money, right? So what I did, I put $20 in the seat and ran out, right? She said no. She tracked me down in the car to give me the $20 back. They just wanted to be nice. I can't. This is why America is the best place on earth. I want to live here forever. American hospitality is like no other on the planet, mate.
She tracked him down, not to ask for more money, not to complain, to give back the $20 because she did not want anything in return. She just wanted to be kind. That is America the rest of the world is only just beginning to discover. And today, we are going deep into it. The undiluted version, the real version, the version that makes grown adults refuse to go home. A German woman, 5 months in Texas, back home in Germany now, and she cannot stop noticing how cold everyone around her feels. Not because Germany changed, because she did.
Now, the biggest reverse culture shock that I experienced after coming back to Germany from Texas is that I realized how rude Germans are. I spent 5 months in Texas because I did my exchange semester there, and I was truly shocked by how friendly and polite Texans are. I heard about Southern hospitality before, but I did not know the extent of it or what it really meant. Because before I went to Texas, I went on holiday in the United States for a couple weeks, and I spent some time on the East Coast. And while I realized that Americans are friendlier than Germans, it was not that much of a contrast. It was not that extreme. Like, the difference was not as extreme. It got to the point where it bothered me in Germany, which is weird because I am German. I've been living here for 25 years almost. I'm used to it. But coming back from Texas was rough. For example, in Texas, they hold the door for you. It doesn't matter if I'm 2 steps away from them or if I'm 10 steps away.
They offered her water before she had even looked at a single item, before they knew if she would spend a single dollar. Just because it was hot outside and she was a human being who had walked through a door. That is not a sales technique. That is a culture. And once you have lived inside that culture, going back to anywhere else feels like something has been taken from you. But wait until you see what happens when a European experiences this for the very first time on an ordinary street. A woman, walking down Venice Beach, minding her own business. A complete stranger says 4 words to her that she genuinely cannot process. Watch what happens to her face.
I feel like the American confidence gets a lot of criticism, but it's something that I've really appreciated as a foreigner. We were literally just walking Venice Beach and Joe sneezes and some guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, bless you." And then as we're walking along the beach, this lady comes up to me and she approaches me in such a familiar, friendly way that I genuinely thought she was talking to someone else. And she said "Oh my God, I love your shirt." And by the time she'd kind of walked off, I kind of realized, oh shit, she was talking to me. And I turned around and quickly said thank you. But it was just the way she approached me. It was so easy. And it was like she was talking to a friend of hers, which is why I was so confused.
She thought the woman was talking to someone else. Because where she comes from, a stranger does not just walk up to you and tell you that you look beautiful. Not without wanting something. Not without an agenda. In America, it is just what people do. And that gap between what Europeans expect and what America actually delivers is what changes people forever. If you are still watching this and you have not hit subscribe yet, I respect your dedication to being difficult, but hit the button. Every day on this channel, we are pulling back the curtain on what the world really thinks about America. Not what the media says, not what the headlines push. So subscribe, and do not miss what is coming next. Now here is the one that stopped me completely. 2 British tourists at a restaurant in Scottsboro, Alabama. A stranger at the table next to them does something they are completely unprepared for. Watch their reaction. Speechless. That is the word she used. Not grateful. Not surprised. Speechless. Because nothing in her experience had prepared her for a complete stranger picking up her entire bill in a restaurant in Alabama just because he wanted to. That is the undiluted America. And it keeps going. A British man. 6 months into living in America. America has done something to him that he cannot fully explain. Something that has nothing to do with food or weather or stadiums. Listen carefully to what he says.
America, what did you do to this British guy right here? I'm a changed man. I honestly am a changed man. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you changed this in me. 6 months into living in America, of just jumping in my truck and driving 10 hours. 10 hours plus. Somehow, 6 months on, that doesn't bother me anymore. But back in the UK, I wouldn't even drive 4 hours. I specifically wouldn't drive 4 hours. I would purposely not drive anywhere that's 4 hours.
You Americans are built differently, said by a man who moved to this country and watched it quietly rewire everything he thought he knew about distance, about time, about what is possible on an ordinary Tuesday. That is what America does when you give it enough time. It does not just change your preferences. It changes your standards. It changes your sense of what normal should feel like. And that is a dangerous thing to carry back home. Now let me show you the clip that ties this whole video together. A British man who has been traveling America for years. Small towns, local diners, back roads. He has something to say to every American watching this that they need to hear.
The real America just got introduced to the whole world. And I'm so glad. I could not be happier. For years, I've travelled this amazing country, right? Small towns, local communities, amazing cultures, the food, local diners, people that are willing to invite you to come and tailgate with them before a game. They'll help you if you've broken down on the roads. If you're lost, they'll spend 20 minutes helping you. This is the real America. There are different versions of America that we get portrayed as people from different countries all over the world. But look what happens. The real people of America are just lovely. They're great. They're inviting. If you want to dance in the street in Boston, they'll dance with you. What I've loved the most about this World Cup isn't what's happened inside the stadiums. It's what's happened outside of them.
What happened outside the stadiums? Not the goals, not the results, not the drama on the pitch. The stranger who stopped to help. The local who invited them to tailgate. The person who spent 20 minutes giving directions to someone they would never see again. That is what people are taking home. That is what they will remember long after the final whistle. And this is the one that says everything. A British woman, standing inside Snow Canyon State Park, in the middle of a desert surrounded by red mountains. She is crying, not because anything went wrong, because something went so completely right that she cannot hold it together.
I am living my dream. This is honestly, guys, I could cry. It's so beautiful. It's so, apparently there's just lightning. No, I didn't see lightning. Was there? I'm crying and there's lightning and it's all a bit overwhelming. It's just so beautiful. Just look at it. I've actually got tears in my eyes. It's so beautiful and I just wish I was born in this country, honestly. Look. Come on. Snow Canyon State Park, baby, on an e-bike. I quite literally can't believe what I am seeing right now with my eyes. I'm in a desert, pretty much, surrounded by red mountains. Oh, you guys, look at this place. Oh my goodness. Look at all this. It's absolutely insane. I can't quite believe this. Like, the USA is just full of surprises. Each corner you turn is completely different and it's just so beautiful. Like, I am in absolute heaven. I'm gonna hate going back to the UK so much.
I wish I was born in this country, said by a woman standing in a desert that she had never seen in her life until that moment. Crying, not from sadness, from something she did not have a word for until America gave her one. Overwhelmed. Here is what this video is really about. Europeans arrive in America carrying a story they were told. Dangerous, unfriendly, loud, arrogant, and then, a stranger pays for their meal. A woman chases a lost tourist down to return $20 she never asked for. A store employee offers bottled water before a customer has even looked at a single item. Someone on a beach compliments a stranger's shirt and walks away before they can even say thank you. And the story they were told falls apart. Piece by piece. Meal by meal, compliment by compliment, act of kindness by act of kindness, until all that is left is the truth. America is not what the headlines say. America is its people. And once you meet them, really meet them, you will spend the rest of your life trying to find a reason to come back. Drop a comment below. Americans, What is the most normal act of kindness you do every day without even thinking about it? And if you are European, what was the moment an American completely changed how you see this country?